Yes, friends, in the previous episode, we saw camera movements. The camera movements were connected to the move command, that is, the transportation part. When you use the move, rotate, and scale commands in the upper section, the cursors here will change, friends, because each cursor, that is, the axis point. These lines we mentioned are the axis points, friends. The change of axis points is different for each command. In the move command, when you grab and pull these cursors, and when you come to the rotate command, you can rotate this model or object by holding it like this and like this, as you can see, around itself, or like this. You can do it like this. The same applies to the scale part. When you press the scale button and click on the middle part of the cursor that appears, let me start over. In the scale command, when you come to the middle part and enlarge from the middle, the object enlarges proportionally. However, if you do it from these cursors, you will distort the object's ratio and proportion. In objects, in nature, there is a ratio and proportion, friends. When you distort the ratio and proportion, it will show itself in the render. You can use such an object in different ways, but normally the form of the object is like this. To maintain the form, if you enlarge or reduce from the middle part, and while enlarging, if you press 2 on the keyboard. Look, friends, I came here. I placed it right over the cursor. When I type 2 here and press enter, it will double in size. As we can see, friends, this scale command will be very useful for us when downloading the model from Sketchfab over there. Because normally, when your scene setting is in millimeters and centimeters here, and a drawing is made in inches or different measurements, you need to make reductions like 0.1, 0.2, because since inches are larger, the object needs to be reduced in size compared to centimeters or millimeters. That's why we will use the scale command. It's very simple. Don't get confused. It's a very simple command. So you come here, you write 0.2 here, and the object becomes proportional to your scene, and you can use the ratio by using any measuring tool. One of the features that came with 2025 is the measuring tools. Friends, in the tools section here, look, you can measure any object using the measurement tools here. It shows how long it is, how thick it is. Look, the current part is in meters. Let me show you. Let's make it 1 meter if you like. For example, look, this part here is equal to 1 meter. Friends, this is 1 meter. You can select your object like this, and after selecting this object, you can enlarge it from this section here. But first, we need to exit from here. Look, you can enlarge it like this, and ensure the object is within a 1 meter area this way. Well, this is a rough measurement. Just to see the scale and measurement, friends, we have such a command feature, such a capability within Twinmotion.